What's up, guys? Welcome to another day of the vlog. I just dropped my earring. Yeah, so today, what we're gonna be doing, first things first, I got a few things I gotta do today as far as like my goals and whatnot. And I'm gonna take y'all through that process with me, They change every other day and whatnot, but overall, it's just to help with the progression, making progress rather than just staying stagnant. And yeah, we'll start with that. That might take a few hours. I'll cut the camera in and out sometimes, show y'all what's going on, keep y'all updated. And after that, I'll be working on my car a little bit. I don't know if it's something serious or not. Last night I was in the car and something sounded off, so I figured might as well use today to top off my transmission fluid and get that dealt with. After that, we'll just see what the day brings. Gonna be watching the charts, keeping the charts up. I got my Alani here. Oh, I love these. The limited edition Winter Wonderland. They're pretty good. But right now, I'm getting on my laptop. Gotta go ahead and start on this. Now, the first one is going to be complete my goals and vision board, and I should just show y'all before and after because I don't want to sit here and just be boring this whole time. Try to make it, In fact, I'm gonna put on time lapse. I'm set the camera up and put it on time lapse so that y'all can actually see what's going on. I'll put like some music over or something. I'm still trying to learn how to do all this editing and whatnot. So give me a few seconds. I'm gonna pause this. I'm gonna set the camera up and start time lapse. So I just got done with my vision board, and this is my visions for the next 6 months. I would show y'all, but I don't want to, I hold those dear to me. I'll show y'all after the fact, you can come back, watch the video. It'll be June 2nd. Yeah, it'll be June 2nd because these should be met by June 1st. And then, I'll show y'all and y'all be able to judge yourselves. Me knowing the amount of effort and the amount of faith I have in myself, I will be able to achieve these things. So just bear with me. Put y'all on time lapse again. And right now I gotta set up my budget and whatnot, and after that I gotta study a little course for a little bit and put y'all back on time lapse. I'll see you in a few seconds. So I just finished my budget board. Now I have to go and watch a course, which it's a trading course. It's just going to, I guess, teach me something I don't already know, which there's always room for improvement. I'm not oblivious. I know that some people know things that I don't, so why not take advantage of that? And go ahead and watch this course, Everybody else, they just left the house. They went to go get whatever they're gonna get pierced. I could have went with them, but I had to sacrifice this time to make progress, make up for the time I didn't take advantage of yesterday and the day before. So we'll get to business here. And after that, I'll walk y'all through my own trading plan and how I actually go through trade and whatnot. Now I'll give y'all the weekly prediction for the oncoming week, which is the week of Christmas. So we'll have one less day in the markets, and then 2, volatility might be all over the place or it might be stagnant throughout the week. Don't know, but I'm gonna go ahead and watch this course, and then I'll get back to y'all. Bippity boppity boo. Alright, y'all, I just got done watching that little bit of the course, There's actually 2 separate videos. I learned a little bit, some things I could take away from it. I don't think I'll incorporate that in my personal strategy, but I'll most definitely incorporate it in the strategy pertaining to that, if that makes any sense. And give me one moment so I can pull this chart up. Yeah, I'm going to walk y'all through just how I go about trading view. Okay. I guess it closed out anyway. Trading view. Now mainly I trade XAU, aka gold. Let me flip this around for you so you can see. I usually trade gold, and I just took all my drawings off. That's why it's a clean chart. I do like to use the trading session indicator and the volume indicator for obvious reasons. And I'll show y'all what my actual trading strategy looks like, which sets that up there. Let me see. I don't think I can zoom in, so I'll just wait. Can I zoom in? Oh, I can't. Okay. So, right here. And what's my predetermined risk? I risk 1%. Total trading account. I have 3 different time sessions I can trade, just depending on what time I'm on the actual charts. XAU, obviously. I have my daily bias, a liquidity sweep, a breaker structure, and an order block. And then, this just breaks it down into detail as to how I'd actually go about and execute when plan allows. And a lot of my strategy deals with psychology because, 9 times out of 10, the confluences will be there. And I'm going to mark this up so y'all can see. I don't know if I prop the camera up or if I pause it. And just show y'all me marking the charts up. I'm going to go ahead and back test the last week. I did take trades, which I already told you I cleared off the whole charts and everything. I just started a little fresh. I had like 3 weeks worth of drawings up there, so I'm gonna go back test this and just walk you through each back test, and from there, I'll show you my process, which is essentially the same, but how I predict the oncoming week, and just mark up the levels of resistance and support. That's really all that is. Support and resistance, as well as supply and demand, which they're the same thing, honestly. But I do it just a little bit different. I'll come back to you in just a few seconds.
12 seconds later.
Kick.
Alright, I'm gonna walk you guys through this through my actual trading strategy. Alright. Now I'm only gonna go back and just show you, because I have an A+ setup, an invalidated setup, and then a B setup. I'll start with the B setup because that's as far as back. It's not as far back, but that's the furthest back in this order. And this trade would have landed on Wednesday of this previous week, so that would have been December 18th. And right here, I'm turning the camera around for you. Rotate down. Use camera. right here, you can see how I have this level of liquidity, and right above that, I have a break of structure. And so I look for my liquidity. I look for either the lowest low or the highest high, depending on what the trend is. This day, the trend was bearish. So I obviously go check on the daily chart. It told me that it was bearish, right? I also used the other days to kind of factor in the trend, which should be apparent anyway. But we had the lower low and it wicked a lot. So that kind of told me that that was a good level to set a liquidity to, because it wicked, which means price came down, but it rejected off of that. And when it wicks that hard, there's a good chance that it will come back and retrace into there. And so I looked at that and I used the 15-minute chart for that. And then I went to the 5-minute chart, which I'll take you to the 5-minute chart real quick. And this was the B setup, yeah. And the B setup, 5-minute chart, boom. Right here, I looked for a break of structure, which was, since it was a bearish trend, I was looking for a bullish move to the top that also got wicked down. And that was, as you can see, I found the liquidity before I looked for the break of structure. Once that break of structure appeared, I set that level and I waited for a liquidity sweep. There's a good chance on gold, at least, that when you have a liquidity sweep, it'll retrace back and you'll actually get that break of structure. That being the high of the day, I guess you could say. At the moment, if it broke through that, which as you can see, it rejected hard off of that. And you see this doji right here, it rejected hard, but then it eventually pushed up past it. That indicated that that break of structure was valid. With that in mind, you can see that it retraced back down into the order block, but it didn't really close outside of the order block this first candle. Out here, it wicked. You don't enter the trade when it wicks, you only enter the trade when it closes. And I don't know if I did take this trade or not, but if I did take that trade, I would have entered. And of course, after this closed, it showed the momentum. You can see the wick. And if your instincts are telling you to go ahead and enter the trade. It means you're doing something right. But this was B trade because it didn't hit the 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. It's still, if I had a manual take profit, then I could take profit. Well, took profit after it passed this first high. Retrace and came back in the red. And the second time, go ahead, call that trade. Now the next trade was this. Well, that was also a B setup, which the same thing happened over the course of 2 days. And then this trade right here was invalidated because we got the sweep. All right, we got a liquidity sweep, but we didn't get a retracement back. We didn't get a break of structure. It was all the way over here. I didn't even mark it up because it just got invalidated just that quickly. That's a trade that we wouldn't have taken. And so somebody could have made that trade, but think about it. It was the day after FOMC when the market dipped like 5%. So it's no surprise. This right here is an A+ trade. And as you can see, the trend told us that we were going bullish today. So I was looking for a high, which the high was right here on the 15-minute. And which actually this was the most recent day, so I won't mind actually going back. Yeah, this high, this was the most recent high, should I say? Not the previous high, because the previous high was up here. This was the most recent high in this session. So I marked that up, and my rule is even if it touches it just a little bit, if it weaks into there, then you might as well say it, because think about it. This is also a wick. So if it goes in there in wicks, even if it closes as a bearish candle, it doesn't matter because it still went in there, and you're looking at the charts and it's telling you it hit liquidity. Now, I didn't completely sweep the liquidity, but it did tap into the liquidity. So that still validates the trade. It came down here, which on the 5 minute, you can see there was a down move and the lowest low. You're waiting for a breaker structure. You mark that for the breaker structure. You have these moves up that led to the breaker structure. So to the liquidity being tapped, right? But the move down before the liquidity sweep or tap into the liquidity is the order block, which it should be all the way back here. Yeah. And like I said, I placed my trade off the order block. So once it broke the structure down here in the bottom, I then go up, wait for it to close, which in this case, this one did close above the order block. Boom, it closed, but it pulled back in. Then we got a nice little, I believe this is a bearish engulfing. Yeah, bearish engulfing, a big wick, and red at the bottom indicating that it might sell off. And if you would have entered the trade on this one, it most likely could have stopped you out, but if you remain true to your trade, it would have actually reversed up and took profit. Now, let me see how much battery I have. I have 5% battery, so I'm gonna go through this quickly. And this is the weekly trade. First, I start out on the weekly time frame, reset chart view, which obviously we're in an uptrend. Zoom in a little bit, and right now it's just like, looks like a whole bunch of gibberish, a whole bunch of markings and whatnot. But as you can see, we came down, and if this right here, because it got tapped into, but if it didn't get tapped into, we would have had this imbalance that needed to be tapped into, but it's already been tapped. So there's a good chance that we'll either go down to this level of liquidity and shoot back up, because this white right here, this white is consolidation. This whole zone is consolidation. Even if you go down on a smaller time frame, it's just consolidating that whole time in that zone. There's a good chance. But looking at the structure of this candle right here, it looks like it's a bullish engulfing, which is not green, but the wick on the bottom is smaller than the wick on, is larger than the wick on top, which means it could most likely push back up to the upside. And if it does do that, it'll either reject off this zone or it'll come back down and bounce back up and go into this level of liquidity right here. And I can't really make a decision on the market as far as the
1 hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
So that was basically my market analysis, and that was me trying to predict essentially the market for the next week. I can't really give a sound prediction though, because the way the market closed is kind of difficult to make any actual sound predictions, because I mean the way the candle closed, and I've charted it up to the best of my knowledge at least. I never did get out there to my car. It's kind of dark outside now, so that kind of killed that pitch black out there. And it's only, what time is it? It's only 6:23, which is absolutely crazy to me. But you know, it is what it is, daylight savings. I'll definitely be making another video tomorrow, and I'll post. This one will drop tomorrow, so today is Sunday, tomorrow is Monday, so this video will be dropping Monday at 12 o'clock. I gotta go ahead and get on here, edit this video, and trying to get better at my edits, you know, doing everything I can with the limited knowledge I do have on content creation. But just bear with me, and I guarantee you 3 months from now I'll have a lot better quality, you know, better angles and anything to really make the content more attractive, right? But yeah, that'll wrap up this video. Like I said yesterday, you know, like, subscribe. You have freedom to do whatever you want. I'm not gonna force you to do anything, but if you do wanna at least observe my journey as far as as far as me progressing through becoming a better person and learning as much as I can about trading, and wanna follow me and my journey, don't hesitate to press that red button or make a comment under the video. Like, any support is very much appreciated, you know. Any advice on how to do this better or how to structure better, anything like that. I don't think I'm the best at it. I can be, but no, it doesn't hurt to learn. It doesn't hurt to take constructive criticism, you know. And I guess I'll leave you with a little piece of motivation, but anything that you dream of or anything that you think of and you have a doubt, don't doubt yourself, you know. 99% of, and I was reading this in a book, I think it was Think and Grow Rich, and they were saying 99% of what you perceive is in your head. So if you want better, think better, manifest it, and, you know, eventually it's going to come. Like, there's another saying, like the red car theory, which I'm taking this from AB. I don't know if y'all watch AB, but he also said something about the red car theory, and if you go outside looking for red cars, you'll see it. It's the same thing throughout life. If you see success, then you will achieve success. You will attract it. So just attract what you want, you know. Attract success, attract respect, attract wealth, you know. And regardless what anybody else has to say about it, just know that if you really want it, if you have faith, if you have that passion, then you'll achieve it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you want it and you do what you need to get it, then you got it. And that's gonna close out the video for today. Today is Sunday, December 22nd. 3 days until Christmas. I wish y'all happy holidays and stay hopeful, stay passionate, stay faithful. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.